What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crush This, a Monster Podcast. Cheech will be here in a little bit. He told me he was running late, so I decided just to start the show anyways. Man, my mustache is kind of out of control right now. I gotta trim that. But yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out, kind of a chill episode. Let's see here. What kind of shenanigans can we get into tonight? I know what we can do for a little bit until old Cheechers gets here. I know what we can do. Let's do this. Hopefully you guys are having a good evening. Let's see. Keep this up as well so I can see when old Cheechers shows up. There we go. Let's see here. Let's see. Hopefully this won't grenade my computer. I will switch it in a second here. What up, Wayne? How you doing? Cheech should be here at some point. Just waiting on him. Said he was going to be a little bit behind tonight. So we are going to mess around with some video games for now. Let me just switch it here. Da-da-da-da. Oh, why is it showing that? It shouldn't be showing that. Give me a second. Now you guys can see what I use. I'm good, Wayne. I'm good. Okay. One second. I'm going to try this. Hopefully it's still... Is it still on? Is it still working? I hope I'm still live. I hope I'm still live. I gotta check. Am I still streaming? Please tell me I'm still streaming. Is it working? Is it still working? Am I still streaming? Perfect, it's working. Okay, I had to make sure. All right, we're gonna mess around with some beam while we wait for old Cheech. Put this back. Options. Audio. Turn down that. All right. Turn on my controller. I am so disorganized. I've had a rough day, guys. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so it was a rough day. If anybody can guess kind of what this track is based on, what game this is based on, you win a imaginary cookie. Oh, lagged a bit there. Okay, that doesn't like me. Let's try this again. Okay, we're switching maps. This map's pissing me off. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. Again, we're just hanging out.
Excuse me, brother.
Oh, sorry, my phone volume is very loud. I'm just checking the stream on my phone here, just making sure everything's good. There was a video that was on. All right. This should hopefully be loaded. Again, guys, we are just hanging out for a little bit. We will be getting into some discussions once Cheech arrives. So right now we're just doing a little bit of gaming, playing some good old BeamNG. And my windshield is caved in. Wrong button. Let's see something here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that looks better. Parked it. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm not that entertaining right now, guys. I'm trying. Actually, I know what truck I'll switch to. Vehicle selector. Let's see. Let's see if this is still broken. Let's see if this truck's still broken with the mod. Oh, yeah, still broken. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't have any suspension on it. Let's put suspension on it. Big ol' slab wheelie. Alright, let's see if the body will work. Let's see if the body's screwed up on this. Oh yeah, the body's still being janky. The body's still being janky on these things. So we'll just go with the bare chassis for now. Okay. There we go. There we go. Again, just screwing around for a bit. Let me vehicle config. Let's see what this body is. Nah. Let's see here. Let's mess around with this. Let's mess around with this. I don't know where the steering wheel or seat is, but we're just going to run it like this. Fail. Let's try that again. Can we roll through? Yeah, we rolled through. Come on. Uh-oh. Gonna die. Gonna die. Good thing about video games is you can reset. Alright, let's see here. Alright. I have an idea what I want to do on here. Oh. 1 second, guys. Let me add old Cheechers in here. Give me a second. Just got to add you in, bud. Let's see here. Copy that. Put that in there. And you should pop up. Come on. Pop up on the screen. There he is.
Hey.
Cheech is here, everybody. Thank you for enjoying the smooth driving somewhat of BeamNG, but we are officially live. Man, it has been a busy couple of weeks for you, bud.
Well, yeah, you can tell by my background. Just got doing laundry on the process here. And yeah, it's a hot mess express, but I had to fit in. I just don't have time to try to make it all nice looking. Trying to turn around and get stuff ready to go. Going to head over to Kansas City. But first, going to be dropping off Levi at the Iowa State Fair. He's going to hang out there for 10 days. So go check him out at the Ram display there in the Iowa State Fair the next 10 days. I think starting on Thursday. And then for me, just doing a grand opening, cool display at a dealership near Kansas City, Missouri. So take a little bit of break of racing, but I believe I am going to be racing at Lancaster, Wisconsin on Thursday for Monster Truck All-Star with Kurt. I think it's going to be Psycho Circus and Geronimo. So those are the 4 trucks that are gonna be there. So we're near Lancaster, Wisconsin. Go from there. But yeah, with all the laundry here, kind of did a lot of monster trucking. Uh,
You've been
let's
pretty
see
steady for the
here.
last 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks I would say. Started on. Let's see here. Started July 25th and ended August 9th.
Man,
So that's 2 Saturdays. Yeah, that's 2 weeks.
and like different states, shows midweek, shows on the weekend. Like you've been all over the place, dude. New York, Pennsylvania, like doing shows in Champaign. Like you've been such a busy dude this year, and it's awesome to see. Like you've probably done more events driving than you have in the last like 2-3 years since you've been actively driving doing car crushes.
Yeah, I for this year, um, it's been a lot just the last few weeks, and it was one of those I would say weeks, or yeah, the weeks that this is was mostly like put up or shut up. Um, I didn't get the chance, to do a lot of the shows between March and July. I mean, but outside of that, I was still busy. I was doing NASCAR events, doing WrestleMania, the a lot of that, lot of displays for the United States military because it was getting close to the 4th of July. Fort Campbell, a couple of the guys did the NASCAR event in San Diego. Um, and then, kind of in the beginning, after Fort Campbell, after Bloomsburg, we started doing more, did a little bit of some, dealerships, and then we started racing, and it was a point where I just needed to put up or shut up, and went ahead and went past the point of where I was comfortable at, and started progressing extremely. Uh, Especially everything kind of accelerated fast, especially week one, night one at LaSalle. Um, and It was a point where when I was making my turn, I kept on tapping the brakes. And when I tap the brakes and accelerate, I overspin the tires since I run it open in the spool. So all I'd be doing is just spinning, not getting any traction. Well, I learned about that at the coin. So coming into LaSalle, I still remember what Matt and Dale, previous drivers of Raminator and Ammunition, told me, and especially Matt, since the truck that I'm driving is his former truck, and I just pitched it in the turn with momentum and still had the wheel speed, and I came out the exit going faster than the other guy. The only problem was at the finals against Kurt, I was cruising because I thought I was ahead of him by a truck and a half.
Yeah.
And coming around the final turn, he's going over the roller with me. And I was like, I can't, I gotta pour the beans. And I poured the beans and passed him in the final jump.
I
And
I love watching the video of that race because I can see that moment, that exact moment where you put your foot down and you're like, I am not losing this race.
No, I was not. That could have been anyone. It could have been Nick. That could have been Brooke. Just in that finals, it was against Kurt, and um, I was not gonna let that happen. The truck settled down, and the truck was like willing to go straight, so I did that. So I took that one. Problem was the trucks were overheating because in that event there was no intermission, and with our trucks compared to any other trucks, we don't run any coolant. Um, so everything was happening fast. So we just went through the motions pretty much just to get everything going in. Worried about because we had an event that Wednesday at Champaign, so we didn't want no engines or anything really blowing up.
Yeah, because the
But we
last
weren't
the,
we weren't gonna lay down lightly either. So we did what we needed to do. We knew who was all there and stuff like that, and let the fans had a good time, had a great time, and then we went to then we had the hometown show in Champaign that Wednesday. A lot was happening within 2 weeks. So
Yeah, because I think the last time we talked when we were did an episode together with Colton, that was right before the Champagne show.
yes,
Yeah. So and then since then you've been, like I said, you've been everywhere, and I know that you did the event up at West Leb, Monsters and Megas. My buddy Brett was telling me that you had a good time out there. He loved the way you drove, and you went over the bus, which was awesome to see, dude. Like the progress that I've seen in your driving. You even said it yourself that something's kind of clicked with your driving. Like I could see that. You're getting more confident behind the wheel every single time I see videos you drive.
it's getting there. I just need like West Leb was a good learning thing for me to. Um, I need to learn through freestyle to get the point A to the point B faster. I take the hits, I give the throttle when I'm aiming at the object, I'm gonna go full fledged. It's just getting from that point to the other point.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of times I fear that I will overshoot the truck. That's what I guess it's my mindset is a problem is like if I go point A to point B and I go too fast, I feel like I'm gonna overshoot the jump or do something crazy that people would be like, oh no, he's over his head. And I mean, that'd be cool if someone's on to help me out. Let me understand, you know, what you do when you get to point A to point B. Do you gun it and then maybe a few seconds rev it a little bit, then hit the obstacle and stuff like that? That's my problem right now is doing pretty much the freestyle portion of trying to get the point A to point B and make a very good freestyle run. Because right now, I mean, my runs, I do hit the obstacles pretty damn good. It's just I'm kind of like what I would say like early 2000 John Cesac esque or
Yeah, it's
mid 2000 Rente.
it's the in between. Going from obstacle from obstacle, trying to keep that momentum. From videos, like you're getting better at that since you started doing freestyles and events. So it's starting to get there, and I love seeing that. Like watching videos, dude. How cool it must have been racing Jim freaking Kohler. You look over and you see that green 57 Chevy. How cool was that, dude?
I Well, no offense on Jim, but I didn't look over. um,
But still, like you're racing a guy that we watched growing up, who's been doing it for so long. Like that stuff like that must be so cool for you. And like just talk about that experience getting to do a show with Mr. Jim Kohler.
that was fun because after the show, um, I I started to learn the playing field in monster truck racing, especially in Deal Will and not just Jim Kohler. Deal Wilson was there, the guy who created the legendary Virginia Giant.
Yeah.
The one that became a three-time Thunder National champion from '02 to '04. Some of the best equipment, and now Cliff is running awesome. He has good equipment right now from Deal. Now he's running really hard, and he put a barn burner of a freestyle at West Lab on Saturday night, and so props to Cliff. I raced him both nights, and then I went to the semifinals with Trenton, and still need to can't point any blames on anyone else except for me. I mean, the Saturday night racing at West Lub was pretty intense. I had this kind of penda move when I went off the line. The truck veered to the left, and then I had to correct it with a little bit of steering wheel, and then it corrected itself.
Yeah.
But by that time, that was the margin itself just for the truck to go and slip, which I am still questioning the owner of West Lebanon. Why did you water the left side of the track, but not the right side of the track? Um, I was the idiot that thought, okay, because I took on Cliff and the truck stuck. So I thought maybe the track wasn't going to screw up on me. Against Trenton, I should have threw him on the left lane. I had lane choice. My truck I thought was faster than his, and but I had the wetness and I didn't think of it. So next time, if that happens, I'm gonna throw his ass in the water lane and go from there. Which then I learned at Connorsville that it's when it's racing, we're all friends, but it's a dog eat dog world, man.
Yep.
Um, and I knew that there was a FMX jump there
Yeah. What?
right next to the track itself. It's like right smack dab next to the track.
I saw that and I'm like, why would they do? Why would they have that there?
Because they didn't have any intermissions or anything like that. It's just straight to it.
Oh man, that must have been so sketchy.
Well, I did that. I did that in qualifying. I raced on the left lane, and I guess I landed on the very edge of the FMX ramp. I didn't know. Well, I thought I had a clean run, but they said you clipped it, and I was like, "Oh, geez, they'd be upset." Well, they weren't upset. So when they fire up and they lead up, they point, go. I just go, and I took the right lane. And also, if you're watching the track, the right lane had a kind of a smaller bank roller compared to the left lane. The left lane would pop you up, and then you just go. And for me, I found out about the right lane, and I just went through the roller and just hit it. And I just knew the left lane would pop people. Watching the video, obviously that was true with Kurt and Jim, where I popped the truck up, and by that time they're settling down. I'm already settled and I'm already gone.
Well, and you guys started like almost like TNT style, where you guys were like right up against the roller and then went over. You guys didn't even have any little bit of a runway, then the roller. It was the roller, right over, and then a car set. So, and I seen that in the video. You see when you're racing Jim, you see him kind of your truck goes nice and smooth over the roller. His truck pops up, lands, and then he is able to get on all fours, and get over and get in down power to no man's land. And then you got to do a really other cool event with Deal Wilson, doing some car crush exhibitions.
Yes, that I also got a video together there that I'm gonna post here soon. Sunday night at Carlisle. Carlisle, Pennsylvania. If people don't know Carlisle, Pennsylvania, it's like one of the most legendary outdoor facilities for automotive get-togethers in the world. They do the Truck Nationals, the Ford Nationals, the Mopar Nationals, the Corvette / Chevy Nationals. They're in the same level of car meets as like Bowling Green, Kentucky. People talk about that, or Atlanta Motor Speedway, when they sometimes have that stuff like the Holly Fest and stuff like that. But they have a Holly Fest at Bowling Green, but Carlisle. So we had FMX with us, and it was a show, but just with car crushing. It's different than a dealership that we normally do. They give you a time, people gather around, fire up, do 6 or 7 hits, but really the truck doesn't really go past the cars. You may do that once, but the rest of the time you're crushing, so the cars are already really flat, so all you have to do is just goose the throttle and you're over the cars anyway. This event, Deal wants you from start to finish jump over the cars. The Friday was a rain out. Our show got canceled because of rain. Saturday afternoon, it was just me and Kurt. FMX, that rained earlier that day, so FMX canceled. But we thought, Deal wanted us to just crush cars. Well, it wasn't like that. He wanted us to start off with crushing cars and then kind of like a good sky wheelie or a Thunder National wheelie type deal, and then hit number 4 or 5, you're clearing the cars. Well, I found that out Saturday night, and I went first, and I posted a video and showed me clearing.
I was
There could have been
just
6
about
cars.
to try to bring that up, actually.
Oh,
Let me switch my screen thing, and then I'll share it to you so you can kind of see what's going on here. There we go. Entire screen. Share to you. Let me know when you can see that.
I can see it.
All right.
Yeah, this is the last hit on Saturday. And then I just it just shot me up. I could have jumped over 6 cars during that whole time, but that's what they wanted. That's what he wanted, just that. And um, the first wheelie hit that I had, I think it was a good 15 feet up in the air.
Yeah,
The
you
front
you
nose.
that popped you up good. You had some good speed going into that.
Yeah, and that first hit that I had, I actually did somewhat of a rap attack walking wheelie across the cars, and I came across that.
Hell yeah.
Um, a lot of people said that Connorsville I did a pretty good wheelie, but I got screwed out of it by Kohler. But it's okay. Cliff rolled it, so I thought Cliff should have deserved it. Um, and then that video was racing.
I don't know why it's small. Did you share it on your or your Facebook at all?
I just no, I just
Oh,
up.
okay.
If you go up, that was that's West Leb right there. That's Monster and Mega's video. I think that was night 1.
Let's see, there it is.
Yeah, that's intros.
Look at that big black and yellow ram.
She's a good girl. I think qualifying was me and Crazy Train. Oh, this is first round between me and Cliff. And I was just gradually getting faster and faster. This one, I think they could have called both.
It looked
But
pretty close.
yeah. Axe blew a motor during freestyle. This one, I he just, he was half a truck ahead of me. And I think by that time he was full truck ahead of me. I think maybe my gearing was a little bit off. And so I think this is my freestyle. If you just watch, it just seems, I'm just, trugging along.
Truck's looking like it's landing really well.
Mm-hmm.
You got those shocks dialed in.
I wanted to jump one of these things, which I did.
I will say though, with the Hall Brothers trucks, I miss hearing with the upsweep style zoomies. I miss
Mm-hmm.
hearing the big ram like that.
I have a set of those in my trailer.
Dude, put them on. Like I don't know. It just there's something about the sound of a Hemi with zoomy upsweeps that just makes it sound just good.
I'll have people petition, I guess, and say number 9 with, because the other 2 trucks can't run because of their EFI stuff.
Dude, you should make it after this. Make an Instagram post polling people if they want to see the collector style or the zoomy style? 'Cause I feel like most people are gonna say zoomy, but that's just me.
Yeah. I don't know. I can ask my boss.
I've always wondered what because anytime if I have Raminator or Ramunition or whatever in Beam, I always put zoomies coming up over the like funny car style under like from under the body. It just looks
Mm-hmm.
so cool. Look at that! Look at that good air, dude. Let's go back on that. So like right here, what are you thinking?
Let's go. I cannot. When I do that stuff, I can't. So if you go back, I'll tell you where my mind is. Go further back. Oh, that's too back. Too much. Too much. Too much. Like before, it's like maybe one turn before I go back. I mean, go forward to like where I'm about to do. Okay, okay. So we'll go leave right here. So keep on going. I'll tell you to stop right here, and after I hit, so I'm going along. I had another game plan, but
Also, I gotta say, I love the LED lights on the headlights. It looks so badass.
it
I love that.
looks like I have headlights on.
You need to do the same for like the tail lights. I think it would look sick.
I need to get some red ones then.
And somehow hook it
So
up
I come around this turn right here.
and somehow hook it up to your brake pedal.
That'd be cool. And I go, oh, they're hitting the red light. Well, right now I'm turning. Right here, this is where I'm turning. I'm like, okay, I gotta hit that the bus stack. And I go, so I'm already committed already.
You're like, I'm
In
doing
my
this.
mind. Huh?
You're like, I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm already committed. So now let's go. Like I can't second guess. We're just gonna hammer and go.
Was that the
And,
first time you've ever hit a bus stack like that?
First time hitting a bus stack. I have hit an RV in a dumpster before.
And then finishing up with some donuts.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, dude. I love it. And I made a post I because Preston Perez, who's been driving for Team Throttle, is moving on, but I made a thing on this post. I said I love seeing my friends that I played monster truck video games with doing the IRL stuff, because it's so cool to see, like all of us in some way or another chasing our dreams. Like you with this.
Yeah.
Like I know how hard you've worked for this, and seeing your success, like it's so badass, dude.
Well, what really hit me that night, Wednesday at Connorsville, was my parents were there. My mom and dad were at the show, and my dad was bragging left and right about me. So I thought that was awesome and kind of hit me right in the loins.
I would have done that too. Like that's my kid right there.
No, I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just standing there. The camera angle looks like I'm talking to people, but I'm not.
Oh, yeah, and Joe had to move into
Raising King.
he messed up that truck too.
Yeah.
And you had to face him in qualifying. So two Rams going against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one true Ram with the Hemi.
I'll face Joe again, but next time with the Zach's truck, which is a Willys pickup truck, just to let everyone know.
And then that must have been cool going against Cliff, at West Leb.
Hemi versus Hemi. He never really faces a lot of his kind. He's normally the Hemi guy. The camera angle on my freestyle. I can't the way this guy put the camera angle on the back bus hit. Didn't look like I went high, but when you're on the ground, I was freaking high.
I love the new Plane Crazy body. I just think it's so cool.
He's breaking wings. Well, it's a good move for the Robins though to bring, just in case something happened, because they brought Raising Cane just in case something happened to their trucks.
Well, yeah, because they did Foxborough like a
The
day or
night
two
before.
the night before, and Plane Crazy broke off a wheel.
The spindle, yeah. But yeah, the whole original idea was to have the third truck there as a backup truck just in case, you know, there was actually technically three trucks that was actually going to be a Foxborough, but they did a quick change with Chris Kohler and let John Kohler drive Brutus. And John and Jim went ahead and went back to the shop to get their engine work done before they headed over to Connorsville and, Fallowville in Michigan. But Chris and Joe went ahead and drove to West Leb, which somehow ticked people off because of that. But if people understand the logistics of stuff like that, then they would understand that they did the right move.
Look at how giant that brake pedal is. My God.
And it's extremely unnecessary, but then again, that's helpful.
Well, and he's like, when he's on it, he's just using like the top little half of his feet. Like, that's humongous. I never noticed that.
It's a clean inside of that truck too.
Oh yeah, it's got the race pack. Is that a brand new build?
Yeah.
Wow, it's got
This was race number that I think this was race number 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's got
for that truck.
The race, the Fuel Tech dash, all Fuel Tech stuff, which is so nice. Fuel Tech stuff, it looks clean. Then where's your next? All right, having to face the train again.
Yeah. He just jumped in front of me in the start. I don't know what I did wrong.
We'll go to.
This is the semifinals.
Trying to find freestyle. Here we go. I gotta say again, I love the way your truck lands. It just lands looks like it lands very comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And I try to talk to people. I even talked to my boss about this, and I was like, "Did you ever had the interesting feeling of, you're hitting a jump so high that you have time to think, but when you land, your insides move, but your outsides don't." So the big jump that I had over the bus I had that weird feeling. Like everything in my insides moved.
and
But everything outside of me was tight.
And that's one thing that interests me about driving one. I keep talking about it. It's still the goal for me, just to experience it at least once, to hit a jump and just to feel how a race truck lands. It's something that's always interested me, right? Because I see so many videos of it. There's times where it looks like the driver doesn't move around at all. Then there's ones where it looks like the driver's being just whipped. I want to experience that just to see what it would be like.
Yeah, and that's when I paused for a little bit because I was like, well, that felt weird. But then I jumped this and freaking.
You had pretty good air there too.
Mm-hmm. Cliff did almost a 3 to 4 minute long freestyle, and I just hit everything I needed to hit, and I lost to him by 1 point. This See this camera angle.
Well, that was some good air.
Yeah.
Have you tried to slap wheelie this thing yet or no?
I think I had opportunities to, but I never really thought about it. Truck does also land pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And then someone took a really good picture of me coming out of the smoke with the LED headlights and the LED coming out of the smoke. It looked pretty damn cool.
Again, I think you need to get red ones for the taillights. I think, and then like again, somehow hook it up to your brake pedal, so you actually have working, taillights. That'd be sick.
Yeah. It'd be interesting.
I gotta say, I like this. I like the way that Misfire looks. Like design wise, it's very clean.
Mm-hmm. But I think her freestyle was short lived.
The one thing that I love that the Tom Foolery team does is that their sponsor panels match the design of the truck. Like down to the logos. When they did the USA Excalibur, the chrome one for the World Finals, all the sponsor logos on the sponsor panel were in the same gradient as the logo itself, which I think is such a cool detail when people do that. This is definitely a venue I got to try to get to at some point. I know my buddy.
Yeah, her Hans came off. And that was it.
My buddy Brett always talks about, because he's gone to West Lev for years. He always talks about it. And it's kind of a running joke now in our Discord that I'm a part of with him. He's like, what is going on?
And she broke a planetary.
Oof. So you can't see it, but like all the sponsors are in the same like color scheme, which is such a cool deal. This is a truck that's very like the body in person. It's so cool to look at.
His first night freestyle was better than the second night, to be honest with you.
I'll go to the first.
Because I guess, yeah. He would be right after Chris Kohler, I think. There you go.
I'm pretty stoked I get to see some action coming up in about a week from Friday. Night one.
Oh, yeah.
Throwdown Edmonton, and then the week after it's Monster Jam Edmonton. So first time I've had two shows back-to-back weekends.
That's interesting how Edmonton got back-to-back monster truck shows.
Well, like Throwdown's always been end of August, but Jam has always been in July. But for some reason, they had to switch things around. I don't know why.
Watch this leap.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome. That just looks like so much fun. Like, I like watching videos of you and other guys I know that are doing this. Like, I'm just like, man, I want to be. That's what I want to do. It just, man. And it is funny. Like, I don't care how old I get. I'm still gonna love this stuff the same way. Like, there's just something about being at a monster truck show that's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, man.
They say. Never seen anyone upset at a Monster Truck show, and never seen someone pissed off driving a jet ski.
Yeah. That's what I'm excited, man. Like,
Aren't you gonna be helping out Team Throttle Monster?
yeah, during the Edmonton shows, I'll be helping out Tim and them, which will be awesome. Third year.
What's the lineup at for the throwdown?
So from what I know, it's gonna be Jim and Chris, Roughneck Crude Behavior, Sabotage and Trainwreck, or Sabotage and Hellion. I don't remember if it's Trainwreck or Hellion. It's gonna be
So pretty much 2 American trucks, and the rest are Canadians.
no, and I think Team DCT, but I don't know who's gonna be driving yet.
Okay, I know who. I think that's gonna be Toodles and Blockhead, because them two are going to Alaska.
Yeah, last year I didn't go last year to throw down. It's just timing of everything. But the year before it was James Calhoun and Blockhead. James was driving Dirt Crew. So I haven't seen Toodles drive since Edmonton 2024, 2023, I forget.
Was he in Flosser?
Yeah, I think he was still in Velociraptor. It was the only year that they've been at the Oilers arena that I haven't helped out at.
Oh.
And trust me, I'll be repping my team while I'm there.
Yeah, hockey season is about to start here soon.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
thing we're wearing both hockey uniforms. I mean, I just wear this when I work out, but I had to wear something when I went to the at my phone meeting, but which is a pretty cool opportunity. Nothing Monster Truck related, so there's nothing whatsoever with Hall Brothers or anything like that. It's mostly with Boy Scouts of America. They were just doing a little interview with me, and because I was Eagle Scout and stuff like that. So just tell them, how I was and how I got to the point being an Eagle Scout, and how this involved with monster trucks and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool.
This is one truck and driver that I haven't got to see in person yet. Like, I've gotten to meet Joe at the World Finals and stuff like that, but I've never got to see him drive.
Hey, Joe Foley?
Yeah. I remember one year I was in Edmonton. I think this is 2019, and it was Jim was driving Avenger and Chris was in Brutus. This is where, like, my favorite freestyle of all time I ever got to see in person happen with Chris in Brutus. When I knew, it was like, he was still in college at the time, and I knew as soon as he was going to be full time, he was going to be a menace behind the wheel. But I'm hanging around, and all of a sudden I look over, I'm like, holy crap, Corey Rummel's in Edmonton? He was just helping them out. Like, I ran into people in the monster truck industry in the most random way. Like the time I met Tim Mente. Like, it's just the randomest stuff, meeting these people. But yeah, that weekend of Throwdown, it'll be Friday night Throwdown by myself. The wife's not coming to me for that show. She'll be chilling in the hotel. Saturday night, it's WWE live event, which I'm pumped because Danhausen's going to be there. Obafemi's going to be there. Two of my favorites right now. Oh yeah, you could hear. Yep, it's dead. It dead. And then Sunday is Edmonton, which Throwdown, which the wife is going to come with me. And then the following weekend, I'm going to Edmonton by myself. So she's got stuff going on. Now here's the in-cab view. So I've heard rumors about this right here. I've always heard rumors that it was for Jim to change the dampening of his shocks.
Correct.
That's so weird. Oh, he's got his rear steer handle down lower. I've never noticed that. I'm actually getting a new sim set up here soon for virtual monster trucking, which I'm pumped on. My buddy Josh Bothwell, we're working on stuff for my wheel. I've had a rear steer set up, but since I switched to my Moses setup, I have nowhere to mount my rear steer handle. So he's making me one that basically attaches to my current setup, which I'll be able to finally have like a working rear steer for messing around a beam.
Nice.
And then we're in the process of, let's see here. Instagram. Gotta find it here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this on the screen, but gonna get one of those at some point.
What is it?
It is a shifter setup. That he got pictures from the Witch and Botch team, and he has kind of built his own 3D printed shifter for simulation monster trucks. So I'm going to be helping him kind of work on like settings and stuff like that once I get it. But
that's it.
That's
it. And so this week, I take a little bit of a break and do some cool displays for the dealership and stuff like that. And then I think me and Kurt are doing a show Thursday at Winchester, Wisconsin. So gonna be looking forward to that. And then we'll keep on keeping on. And I believe Kurt's doing the Horizon Fest Car Crush with Redemption. And then we'll be doing a ride truck gig at the Kokomo transmission plant in Kokomo, Indiana. So that's going to be a fun time, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, and then for me, again, Monster Truck Throwdown Edmonton. I'll be there hanging out. I'll be wearing my Chris's Crew shirt. So I doubt any guys from the States are going to be there. I know I put a thing on my Instagram about it, but I'll be there in my Chris's Crew shirt hanging out. And then the week after, I will be helping out Team Throttle Monster in Edmonton at the Monster Jam event. So hopefully they're still doing the King of the Hill deal there. That'd be cool. I know that's been kind of their deal with the summer series that they've been doing, the Arena Summer Series. So we're still going to try to get Colton on. He unfortunately had a show tonight in Ohio. We were going to try to get him back on. But, you know, we're working on guests. I've been emailing some people trying to get him on, kind of following up on some emails before I went to school.
Yeah, same here. I'll get some guests here going. Just been slammed, and it's just been crazy the last a couple days for me. So I'll get to it and everything like that.
Yep. And one name that I have been talking to over the last couple of months, just trying to line up schedules, is Dan Moriarty. Been trying to get him on for a bit, just trying to, like I said, line up schedules. When I was in school, that was kind of my focus. But this upcoming semester that I have starting September, I will have Thursday or Tuesday nights off. So podcast will continue on that. So excited for that. And guys, thanks for coming to hang out with us. I know it was a little bit of a different episode. We were just wanting to chill and hang out. And I had a rough night last night, so kind of a chill episode. It's kind of nice. So guys, check with your friends and family. Mental health is very important. If you're struggling or know somebody struggling with mental illness or mental health, please reach out to them. A phone call, a text could save their life. You know, we've always, no matter. I did that earlier on I had my volume up and I was like checking the stream audio and it was like something from the Boondocks. So I was like, oh no. But guys, again, check it with your friends and family. Mental health is important. We'll always preach that no matter what on this podcast. Also, you know, check up on your animals. Winter season is approaching fast. Fall season approaching fast. So pets or animals.
Still, there's some hot days in August and September.
Yep.
Please, those animals, try to get your animals inside the house, stay cool, get them water, stuff like that. And then, like Brad said, winter time's just around the corner.
Yep. And, you know, pets will hide in any nook and cranny in a vehicle. So just be aware of that. And, yeah, guys, until next week, keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up. I gotta press the power off button. Just give me a second, guys. Give me a second. There we go. Oh,